question from AL saying how do you stop people copying your ideas? Well, you don't, and it's not your idea. It's nothing to do with you until you actually manifest the idea. So an idea is this whole forest, is hundreds of them floating around, and they're there for anybody just to kind of reach up and grab. I've talked about this before, and the way you get to work with ideas is to tune your brain into their frequency. And so it's kind of like a vibrating thing, and it vibrates on a frequency, and like a radio wave, you tune in your radio, you have to tune your brain in to receive that idea. And you do that by reading and learning, finding out about stuff, finding out about the world, having other ideas, so you kind of practice at having ideas. And then one day you just happen to bump into each other. Actually, no, the idea is looking for you. It's looking for someone on its frequency. And it has a frequency detector. And so it kind of goes, whoa, someone over here. And so it comes along and boing, wriggles its way into your brain, and you go, I've just had an idea. You haven't. The idea has just had you. Oh, this looks interesting. I think that looks like something's been digging. I think that is probably wild boar. So anyway, the idea has had you. And you go, wow, I've had an idea. And you kind of want to hold on to it. And sometimes it goes straight away and you kind of lose it. Because it goes, oh, this isn't the right person. And so the first thing you have to do is write down your idea. And then the idea goes, oh, this person's serious, okay. And then you start working together on this idea. And then maybe you kind of think, wow, this is really good. And you kind of work it out a bit more. And you go and tell someone about it. Ideas don't like that. So you keep it to yourself, and you work on it, and you work on it, until it is ready to share with the world. Until you feel this is something I can make, this is an idea that I can manifest in the world. And then you put everything into it. So what happens about people copying your idea? That's tough. If an idea finds somebody else who's just far more tuned in and far more practically able to manifest it, to turn that idea into a real thing, they'll leave you and skip off to somebody else. You might still have it on paper, you might still have it kind of, what was that thing I was thinking about? And but they'll go off and find someone else. And that idea, because it's been around in your brain and you've given it a little bit of stuff, it's actually kind of energized it. So when it gets to the next person, it's a stronger idea. And many, many times I've had ideas, and a few years later, there it is. Somebody else has done it, and I look at that's really good, but they've done that really well. Or sometimes I think they haven't done it very well. I could have done better. But I didn't. That is the point. I remember about 30 years ago, I was looking through a Spanish dictionary. I came across the Spanish word for girl guide, which is exploradora. Whoa, fantastic. I wrote it down in my sketchbook. I still got it from 30 years ago. And exploradora, a girl who goes around the world exploring stuff and, finding stuff and things like that. And I would keep coming back to that idea and thinking, how can I do this? And I wasn't ready. And then suddenly, coming to a TV near you next week. Exploradora. And there it was, exactly as I'd imagined it. Absolutely brilliant. Somebody else had had exactly the same idea. They hadn't copied me. They had tuned into that same frequency. So if you have great ideas, keep them to yourself and work on them, manifest them into a script, a text, a dummy picture book, something that is physically there. Then you can show it to somebody. Going to somebody and saying, I got a great idea, that's the end of it. You need a model to show somebody. And as soon as you've made that model, as soon as you've put it onto paper, something like that, as long as you've made that creative step, it is copyrighted. That is what copyright is about. And you can then go and lodge it with lawyers or whatever and date it and wrap it up in string and sealing wax, and so that you can prove that that was your particular version of that idea at that particular date. Somebody else can come along, independently have that idea, produce the thing, bring it out. It'll be different to yours because they won't have exactly the same text, and you can do nothing about it basically because you didn't do it. And I know when I was much younger, I would spend all day going, I just had this incredible idea. People would roll their eyes, go on then. I would tell them my incredible idea. And having told them, that's it, I was satisfied. I told them my incredible idea. And then, in the end, I thought, I need to do something about this. I need to actually do these ideas. And so the thing you want to do is to, when you get that brilliant idea, first write it down. Make a note on your phone. You can dictate it, write a note on your phone, draw it in your sketchbook, anything. And then keep coming back to it. It'll nag you. And sometimes you need two ideas to come together, and they make something 3 times as big. And sometimes it takes years and you just chip away at it, but it nags away unless you tell people about it. And you just keep working, and you keep working out those ideas until you finally say, it's time to sit down and write this script. It's time to paint that picture. It's time to make that sculpture. It's time to do whatever it is, create that new mathematical formula, whatever it is, and do it. And then you need to put effort behind it. You then need to start selling it to the world to help that idea get out there. So if you have an idea and you think, oh, that's a great idea, but I'm never going to do anything with it because I haven't got the expertise, write a blog about it, put it out there as dated, give it away. Somebody might read it and go, wow, that's amazing. And they might get in contact and say, hey, are you still interested in that? Do you want to work on it together? And, maybe 2 of you can manifest that idea. Or maybe they just get that idea and it'll kapow in their heads, and you will have transferred that idea, that meme thing, into their brains like a virus, and they will go off and do it. It doesn't matter. It'll all come back to you in one way or another, because you will still be working with the ideas that you like and the ideas that you want to, and you won't have to worry about all those other ideas. You've given them away. You just work on the ones that mean stuff to you. Don't worry about people copying. Just do it. Because once it's made and actually made, people go, there's no point. They've done that. Or maybe you just might inspire somebody else and they'll do something similar, but it will never be exactly the same. Just don't let your ideas out there into the wild before you're ready for the world to know about them. Because a strange thing happens in your head. Once you talk it, explain it to people, you kind of think you've done it. And Doesn't matter if people copy it then, does it? Thanks for watching. Keep coming back to the Shoo Rayner Drawing channel. Click down here and make sure you're subscribed. And in the meantime, keep drawing. Philosophizing. And I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.